Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Josh, I'm from Kane Productions, and today we're going to talk about the deadliest natural disaster in Canadian history. This event, oddly enough for me, happened in my home province, just off and around the island of Newfoundland in 1775. In the 1700s and most of its history, Newfoundland's economy relied almost entirely on the fishery, as the Grand Banks, located just a couple hundred kilometers away from the eastern coast of the island, was said to have been one of the most abundant fishing grounds ever to be found in recorded history. This had been the main driving force behind the settlement of Newfoundland in the first place, as the oceans were said in the 1500s to be so plentiful that you could put your hand in the water and pull out a codfish. This, the vicinity to the Grand Banks, and the topography of the harbor were the main reasons that St. John's grew into the capital of the colony. On the day of August 29th, 1775, a hurricane hit North Carolina and Virginia in the U.S. This hurricane was reported to bring shocking accounts of damage and actually ended up killing 163 people. No one expected this already devastating hurricane to do any worse than it already accomplished. But on September 9th, 1775, a storm hit with no warning. The skies darkened, and seemingly out of nowhere, the hurricane had begun to dump its high winds above Newfoundland and its east coast. Locals reported that on top of the intense wind and rain caused water damage throughout the island, it was reported that there were swells of between 20 and 30 feet, which caused significant damage to the many coastal communities in Newfoundland. The next day, the fishery of Newfoundland was said to have had a very severe stroke from the storm, which took almost everything with it. A considerable number of boats with their crews had been totally lost, and several vessels lay wrecked on the shores, littering debris throughout the coastline. The sheer power of the storm reportedly drowned over 4,000 sailors, who were mostly from Ireland and England, while also killing an unaccounted for number of civilians throughout the Newfoundland. This deadly accomplishment was enough to give the 1775 hurricane the title of most deadly natural disaster in Canadian history, while also getting the titles of 8th deadliest Atlantic hurricane ever, the first recorded Atlantic hurricane, and the deadliest hurricane ever in Canada.